Tomorrow, the Liberals will reveal their financial snapshot, their fiscal snapshot, giving Canadians a first glimpse on how the COVID-19 pandemic has impacted the books. For more on this, let's go to the host of Power Play and Question Period, Evan Solomon in Ottawa. Hi, Evan.
How you doing, Jen?
I'm well. So what can we expect tomorrow from this fiscal snapshot, and why a snapshot and not a full budget or full costing?
Well, we don't have a budget this year, and we don't have a fiscal update. So nobody knows what a fiscal snapshot is. And this is going to really be key. We've got to look at, are they going to give us the spending? Yes, of course they will. We already know that. How big the deficit will be, you should expect it to be close to $250 or $300 billion. But what about the revenues, Jen? That's what we're looking for. How much has the government lost? The other thing we're looking for is there a plan? Is there a strategy in terms of programs going forward? How long will they go? What will it cost to extend some of these key programs like CERB? What is the way out of the deficit? Is there a fiscal forecast or some kind of plan? So details will matter, and we'll find out how deep these details go and what kind of plan and what kind of framework so we can measure the progress, because we don't have a budget to measure it against, this government will give in this so-called snapshot.
Right. I just want to pull up this board to show how much money has gone out in the wake of COVID-19. And you can see there's some pretty big ticket items in the billions and billions of dollars, Evan. And I think there are lots of people who, while they don't necessarily begrudge the money the government has been, funneling towards people who need it, who's going to pay for all of this in the long run, and how?
Well, there's a couple of things here. First of all, there's a great question about deficits. These deficits are 10 times the worst case scenario that were predicted 6 months ago under the Liberals. If people were talking about $20 or $30 billion, now we're talking about $300 billion. So look, deficit spending now is almost accepted in many countries because the pandemic is so endemic and so profoundly painful for the economy that most people realize governments had to do this. So there is an acceptance that these programs, many of them, were necessary. I think accountability and transparency are real issues. The question is, what's next? How long will these go for? A lot of these programs, for example, the CERB, which is one of the most expensive, or the wage subsidy, these are up in October. Will they be extended? Will they be transformed into something like a universal basic income? This is the kind of thing that we're looking for from the finance minister tomorrow.
Host of Power Play and Question Period, Evan Solomon. Thanks, Evan.